Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that we do at No Money, No Borders. This isn't us, but we have things we call conversation installations. So it'll be like, what does a free world look like to you? And then people writing about that. Because people don't really get to talk about that as much. Hi, I'm Plus Sign. I'm the president of the world and a rapper and an educator and a community organizer and a video game nerd. I identify as a rapper because that's the easiest thing to do, but I write essays, I write stories, I write anything you want. And I'm a performer and I'm a social media personality. All these things that I think are just like, they enable me to empower myself and excite other people and be an entertainer and like not have to compromise in systems that like keep me from being creative.
And how do you plan on saving the world?
I have this game called No Money, No Borders. It's like a social media game, and the point is like people expressing themselves. So the game is like a hashtag game called No Money, No Borders. And so the way is for people to express themselves about what they think they can do to save the world and what utopia looks like to them. And so just by playing that game with people, yeah.
And what does utopia look like to you?
It looks like a place where everyone can eat when they want to and live places like without having to like, gain money or whatever. Looks like a place free of racism and sexism and homophobia, where people just express themselves and don't worry about having to survive. They just worry about like expressing themselves and connecting to others.
And do you think that art and creation are a bridge to this place?
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a part of how I got to the game No Money, No Borders, is like analyzing art and seeing how radical it was, like no matter what kind of art it is, and being like, people don't understand, like this Beyonce album is like as radical as this anarchist zine. They're just saying it from different perspectives. So I just like want to radicalize art and use that like the way that people express themselves, like in their most honest way to save the world. So this is a bunch of people, their faces put together. They all seem to be black, but they all might not be. I think it shows our universality. And know what kind of world you want to see and articulate it and fight for it. And if somebody tells you that world is dumb, like call them out on like what they're holding on to. Believe in yourself and know what you're fighting for. Don't compromise.
And why did you choose the school bus that says Utopian Center for Civic Love?
Yeah, I chose this school bus because it reminds me of, I heard about it, someone was telling me about it in the context of No Money, No Borders. So they know that the game that we play, the way we like promote it in real life is through creating spaces where people can express themselves, like either in, on like installations that we put in the space like they have here, or like reading and writing zines and creating things in the space together. So this just reminds me of No Money, No Borders, and I think it's a beautiful symbol, and yeah, I love that it's just sitting here in the middle of Hyde Park. Like this is super radical, and so I just wanted to connect with this as much as possible and kind of make it, amplify it. Here's the bus. I heard about this. There's books in here. Yeah, I guess I'm giving a tour of this thing just so other people can know it. We might do something else here, No Money, No Borders. But yeah, it's like understanding public policy. There's stuff that you just like come in and I guess I don't know how the books get here or they get checked out or anything, but they're here and kids are always here, so I just love it. I just love this thing. It's so magical. Last time I was here, there were like high school kids sitting here, like all like booed up and stuff, and it was really cute.
And how can people participate in No Money, No Borders?
Yeah, so you just use the hashtag No Money No Borders. We also have stickers that you can place places. You can also just tag No Money No Borders anywhere you want. And whoever gets the most likes at the end of the month gets a hug and a poem from me and my partner Sasha, as kind of like a way to make it into a fun game and connect people that way. And yeah, it's kind of like how Poetry Slams got me to write poetry, like by making it a contest. But really, it's just about expression. My new album is coming out. My 20th album is called Beam. A lot of it's inspired by the stuff I'm doing now, like No Money, No Borders and gardening. I also have a garden called the Cooperation Operation. It's a nonprofit on the South Side. We have volunteer days every Saturdays with workshops. So come there, start your own garden nonprofit, because that's a way to save the world by reclaiming property and land and growing organic food on it and connecting with people and getting that grant money. And lastly, there's F12, My Sexual Violence community organization that I work with and some other people with, but I do a lot of the coordination on it, so I just called it mine. But we have workshops, and find out more about F12 Network at f12network.com and study transformative justice and take everything into your own hands and believe in yourself. +, find me on the internet.